Welcome back. In this episode, I want us to install Soketi in our Laravel application and configure it to be able to work within our application. So what I'm going to do is to run a command to install Soketi. So I will clear terminal and you are going to run the command npm install, and we are going to install Soketi globally. So I will have a flag -g, and then we will say at Soketi /Soketi. I will hit enter. This command will install Soketi in our application globally. Soketi is fully installed in our Laravel application. And remember, these broadcasting drivers usually have several. Soketi is one of them. We also have Pusher. Pusher is a paid one. Soketi is paid, but not that much. It's a cheaper option. And then of course we have Abli and among other WebSockets. We also have Laravel WebSockets. You can also be able to use it, which is made in PHP. So after the installation of Soketi, I want us to also install some other dependencies, which is a Pusher PHP server, and then we will also install Laravel Echo and Pusher.js. So let me install the first one. Composer, require, Pusher PHP server. After installing that package, I also want us to install Laravel Echo and Pusher.js. So I'm going to run the command. Let me just clear here. I'm going to run the command npm install, and we can have the flag save -dev, and then we have Laravel Echo, Laravel-echo, and then we have Pusher-js. I will hit enter. That is okay. So those ones are also installed. I want us to go to the env file of our application and do a few things here. So inside here we have the Pusher app ID and secret and all that. And as you can remember, we are installing Pusher dependencies and we are using them with Soketi. So it uses the same drivers. That's the reason why we are just comfortable doing that. So here under the Pusher environment variables, the app ID, it will just be app-id. That one is for Soketi. And then we will have the app key as app-key. We will also have the secret as app-secret. And then the host is 127, just the address of our application .0.0.1. And then the port for Soketi is 9601. And that will be everything that you're supposed to do here. I also want to go to config.php, and inside here what I want to do is to scroll down and comment out broadcasting. Yes, so here we have the broadcast provider. If we are to use broadcasting in Laravel, the broadcast provider must be enabled. I have one more thing to do on the setup of Soketi, because the other things that we will do now will be events, and I want to just go to a file inside our resources directory, the JavaScript. We have a file called bootstrap.js, and in this file there are so many things that have been commented out. So all the way from here up until the last one, I will uncomment, and I will just press Ctrl / in VS Code. You can see all of them are uncommented. But one thing that you can see, we are not picking the Pusher values from this place. And the reason is, if we check our env, we are actually having the values picked. These values that we have here, they are also picked and attached to Vite app name, and Vite Pusher app key, Pusher host, Pusher port, and Pusher scheme, and so on and so forth. So you can see we have those ones covered on that side. Still inside the directory that we are working with, this is something else. So inside the directory that we are working with, live chat, I just want to type in Soketi start, You see if it will be able to fire up the server. Yes, so you can see the Soketi server is running. So anytime you are working on localhost and you are working with Soketi, you must ensure that you have it running, and then you can now be able to do your broadcasting on the other side and proceed like that. Thank you very much for following this video up until this point. In our next video, we will proceed to the next aspects of this application that we are creating. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you very much.